Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the comforts of my living room. Welcome to our first episode, I Rock. Welcome to our third episode of Monday Night Mayhem, and I'm your host, Wadi from the Fight Scene. If you guys out there want to join in with the discussions, log on to Facebook, like our page at www.facebook.com. The Fight Scene, hop onto the Monday Night Mayhem, type in your post, and I'll add them to the show. Alright, so right now, I have Suman. Suman is on, right? Okay, great.
Hello, you there, Mohamed?
Okay, Frank is on. Okay, can we get?
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can't see you. Okay, Brett will be on a bit later.
Okay.
All right. So Ashraf is supposed to be on, but once we get Ashraf on, then we'll start talking about the possible matchup between Suman and Ashraf in Rebel FC. But first and foremost, I want to start off the show with UFC Fight Night 35 discussions.
Sure.
Okay, so submission of the night, Cole Miller, Frank.
Look, refresh my mind. You have no idea what's been going on the last 48 hours for me. But I remember Cole won that fight impressively, but I can't remember the exact ending of that fight. So take me through it.
Okay, what happened was Cole was actually hitting him with jabs on the left side of Cecilia's eye, and it was getting bloodied. But Cecilia actually tried to put on a good fight. And first round, Cole's corner actually told him that he won the fight. I felt that it was too close to call. But second round, Cole just literally destroyed his eye, Cecilia's eye, and went on for the rear naked choke and got the submission of the night.
Absolutely. Okay, so yeah, I agree. It was on the feet. It was a lot closer than it seemed. It was very hard to call, but you know, once he got Cecilia hurt, because Cecilia kept really trying to get underneath Cole Miller's strikes, but he kept getting tagged, as you pointed out, and led to that problem with his eye. But once he was hurt on the ground, he took his back and choked him out. So that's classic Cole Miller. His jiu-jitsu is impeccable. You know, that was no surprise to me that if it went to the ground, that it would be in his world, and that was obvious. So it was a very impressive win. I'm not surprised. Submission of the night, absolutely.
Yep. Suman, what's your thoughts on Cole? Because apparently he was very pumped up. After the fight, he ran to Dana saying something I don't remember. So
he called out Donald Cerrone after the fight.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Pretty cool because I think Donald Cerrone, I've heard that he might be dropping down to 145, which would be pretty cool. I like watching Donald Cerrone fight at 155 even, but I think that they're on two completely different planets, pretty much. You know, I think that if they fought, I think Donald Cerrone will pick him apart, will smash him. But Cole Miller is a great fighter. You could see as soon as he went for that guillotine, as soon as he caught his back, even the commentators said it, like, you don't want to give Cole Miller your back, and he took no time to put that choke in and finish it off. You know, it was classic work. He didn't get too over-eager with the submission. He played it cool and he got the submission of the night. It was great. Good finish.
Yeah, man. Okay, the next one is fight of the night. Yoel Romero versus Derek Brunson. It was fight of the night, but to tell you guys the truth, I can only watch it once. I can never watch it again, and I just can't take my eyes off those purple tights, if you know what I mean. Frank.
Yeah, I have to agree. Let's move on.
Yeah, but I feel that Romero is like the Mike Tyson of MMA, man. He's throwing those uppercuts. Basically, he just reminds me of how Tyson throws uppercuts. He was so vicious all out. Even though he lost the first two rounds, I feel these two guys will be the staples in the middleweight division in the coming future.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I have to agree. But also, can I just say something real quick? What about the other middleweight fight? Are we getting close to that one with Brad Tavares and Larkin?
Okay, sure. You want to talk about that one, Frank?
Well, since we're talking about middleweights, right?
Uh-huh.
How impressive were they? How fast are those guys for middleweights? How tough is Brad Tavares? How strong is Lorenz Larkin's chin? Oh, man. Very impressive. Brad Tavares was at his best. Actually, that's the best I've ever seen him, in my opinion. Suman, what are your thoughts?
If you didn't notice, like, Brad Tavares was a lot slimmer in this fight. You know, you've seen in a few fights, he's come in with a bit of extra weight, a bit flabby around the sides. But, you know, he looked in really good shape. he looked like he was in a shape to push the pace of the fight, and it was really great. I loved his level changes on his punches. He was coming to the body, he was coming back high. He was doing the same combo a lot, and it was really effective. He was jabbing to the head. He was going a straight right to the body, coming up again with the hook to the head. It was great. I loved it. I love the different styles of striking. Lorenz Larkin obviously has those awesome kicks, but I think Brad Tavares did really well, and he outworked him. You know, Brad Tavares is just ever improving. You see all the Hawaiian fighters, they all come there to fight, but being out of Extreme Couture, he's doing really well. He's learning everything. You know, I like watching him fight.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's a great summation of what I see in Brad Tavares as well, man. And it was a great pace. He really kept pushing forward. And man, what a chin, man. Both of them ate some punches, man. I'll tell you what, those middleweights, they looked massive. They looked like 205ers, don't you reckon?
Yeah, they were pretty big. Well, Lorenz Larkin used to be a 205er, so you could see the size.
There you go.
Yeah, but talking about Hawaiians, if you guys watch the prelims, Luis Mocha was smoking hot, man. He just destroyed Obskilic, man. I didn't know who Luis Mocha is, but now I know that Hawaiians are the real deal.
Oh, absolutely. Jeez.
I watched one video of his on YouTube, and he looked pretty good, but he looked on fire in that UFC debut. He did not have any octagon jitters. He really came and he really bought the fight. It was amazing to watch.
Yeah. But I feel the whole show was kind of there was a letdown with Moraga and Dustin Ortiz. I love the way Dustin moved. He was so unorthodox. I feel he won the first and the third round. Second round was too close to call, but Moraga got the win. And I don't know, man. It does not look good on him since he's number 4 on the rankings right now.
Yeah. Well, it just shows you how impressive his opponent was on that night. That's for sure.
Yeah, you know what? The fight, it was a very close fight. I personally had it going the way of Dustin as well. But, that's the game that we're in. Moraga should have pushed a bit more and finished that fight, obviously, as a top 4 fighter. And I think he may have taken Dustin a bit too light in that fight.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe he just wasn't turned on that night. Maybe he just wasn't right. Maybe he was carrying an injury. I don't know. He just looked like something was up. So for me, as a number 4, like I said, I have to agree with you. I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe something was up. I don't know. Or maybe he just didn't show up. It happens.
Yeah, that's the thing. But Rockhold just totally smashed Filippo all the way, man. Like Filippo had nothing going on, I feel. And Rockhold just kicked him with a liver kick. Like the whole night, it was not good for livers and kidneys. Romero Romero gave Brunson some kidney blows. Rockhold gave a liver blow to Filippo, and that was pretty much sums up the whole night. And Rockhold straight away called out for Belfort, which I don't think would be a good rematch to see.
Yeah, go ahead, Suman. Go ahead.
No, sorry, Frank. All you.
Look, I gotta say, to be honest, Rockhold looked like someone tried to pick a fight with him in the gym and just said, let's sort it out right now, and he just beat the crap out of this new kid. That's what it looked like to me. I'm not taking anything away from Filippo. I mean, look how tough that dude is. I mean, look at him. But I gotta say, he just totally outclassed him. He made him really tense and tighten up immediately in that fight, and he just picked him apart. And man, he actually landed a couple of body kicks. The first couple really softened him up, went back up high, and then he's just absolutely cracked him again in the liver. Oh, man, it hurt from where I was sitting. It was very impressive, I got to say. And he looked a little bit upset, too. He didn't look too happy either. He was yelling something. So you're right, calling out Vitor, whatever he was doing. But, man, Luke Rockhold looked very impressive again.
Yep. Suman, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I just think like you said, he outclassed him. He looked too comfortable, too slick, too long. And he ended up finding that target on the ribs or like the liver, and he landed it once, landed it twice. As soon as he landed it the first time, it showed on Filippo's face that he did not want anything of it, and he did really well. That's a fighter. That's a really smart fighter, seeing a weakness in someone and doing it and picking them apart from there. It was really classy. I even liked the little shin kick that he gave him when he was on his floor.
Yeah.
I like those soccer kicks, I like watching fights. So even we can't do it to the head, but watching it to the body was just great.
Okay,
Beautiful.
okay. I'd like to welcome Brad. Brad, you on?
I am here. Sorry I was late, guys.
Nah, it's okay because we were talking about strikings of Luke Rockhold, and I feel the striker of the night on that day is DJ Dillashaw. Hands down. Oh man. Oh
Completely
man.
agree.
Yeah, his combinations, his Superman punch to the left hook, his kicks, his oh my god, this guy is the real deal, man. Brad, come on, talk to me about TJ.
Yeah, look, man. He all I gotta say is Dwayne Ludwig's presence at Alpha Male is
Yes.
clearly making a difference because they look terrifying, man.
Always, every time.
Yeah, man.
I agree.
Yeah, man. TJ got to fight with the top 4 right now. He's like number 6. I think he's going to be number 5, number 4, and he basically just destroyed. He was totally dominating the whole fight.
Yeah.
And can I interrupt for a second?
Yeah,
Sorry.
sure.
Mate, how was that shin kick to the chops?
Ah.
Eastman, mate, Mike Eastman's head is as hard as an Italian pergola. I'm not kidding you.
Seriously, he fed him a shin bone. Like
Yeah.
that was amazing.
I don't know about you guys, but that for me was the fight of the night.
Yeah.
So do I.
Yeah.
Agree.
I thought that was fight of the, I've watched that fight honestly about maybe because I recorded it. I just sit in my room and watch it. I've watched that fight at least 5-6 times.
Yeah, man.
You know what? I watch a lot of fighters and I like to take little things out of each fighter and try and employ them into my own game and like learn
Right.
little things because obviously from these top level guys, I would want to learn from them and I'm sure other people would. Everything that I saw TJ Dillashaw doing, I wanted to do. When he was switching stances, going to the body, going to the head, you know, mixing it in with the takedowns, he was controlling the back. He, for me, gave a near perfect performance. You know, that was something that I loved watching, and I'm gonna keep watching that fight just so I can learn something of him. TJ Dillashaw, I was a fan of him before, but like overnight, man, I'm hoping that he can get a title shot. You know, because I think he can mix it
Yeah.
with the best.
Yeah, basically he can mix it with the best in the world. Man, it was damn crazy. He would come in, draw out, then move to the right and give a head kick. It was so perfect. Man, I'm lost for words for
His
TJ,
footwork
man.
is unbelievable.
Yeah. Like basically that's the highlight of the night. Ashraf, are you on?
I am.
Ah,
But,
okay.
but I don't know what's up with Skype, man. I'm losing the connection every 3 seconds.
Okay, so the story is we just finished our UFC Fight Night discussion. The reason I bring you on is because Suman called you out last week.
Yeah.
So tell me your thoughts about Suman calling you out.
It's awesome. I mean, I would love to fight him. I'll fight anyone. I mean, it's nice that he called me out because I was actually thinking about that with Sean as well. Yeah, and I mean, before this, I had 3 fights, and all the fights was given to me late notice. I mean, it would be nice if Suman called me out now, and if the fight is due on July, I have a good 5 months to prepare. It'd be really nice for me. Yeah.
Yeah, Frank, you remember Ashraf? He went in, get the takedown, got the rear naked choke. He was one of the 66 kilos of Rebel FC.
Yes, of course. It was
Yep.
a very impressive performance from him.
Yes.
Thanks, mate.
And Frank, what do you think of a possible matchup with Ashraf and Suman? Would you think it would be a 3-round war? Would you think? I don't know. Is there someone gonna
Okay.
get knocked out?
All right, listen. Now, boys, before I get into this, I love yous both. I really do. I don't want any heat. Listen, I don't want any horse heads in my bed. You know, I don't want any cockroaches in my wheat bix. Listen, man, I love yous all. I think you're all awesome. But he's asking for my objective opinion. Please keep that in mind. All right.
All right.
All right. Look, Mohamed, your striking to set up your takedowns, your transitions to the back was very impressive. Your jiu-jitsu was sound. Listen, Suman's sneaky. Suman is dangerous off his back. Look, I think this fight might be decided off someone's back. Suman is proven to have 2 submissions. I think correct. I've seen Ashraf for the first time. I was very impressed with that. Look, it's hard to call, but look, if control striking the space there and control the clinch, I think he'll do very well. Suman is very technical. He's very sneaky, and if he's got a really good prep under his belt, I think he's going to be really, really strong, and that could be like a real long 3 rounds for Ashraf if you can't close that distance.
Suman, your thoughts about that?
You know, I didn't mean any disrespect when I called that Ashraf. I meant it completely out of respect. He was the other featherweight fighter that had fought in Rebel FC, and I thought that as the 2 winners, obviously I'm trying to get myself back onto the show. I thought us as the 2 winners, it just makes sense for us to be able to fight. He had a very solid performance, and we actually spoke on Facebook, and I said to him that I was envious that he got to finish his fight. And I would have loved a finish like his. And he said to me he was envious that I had a 3-round war. And it's completely out of respect. It's no hard feelings. And I think of Ashraf, so I'd love to mix it in with him. And I think that we would go to a war. I don't think that particularly it could go any way. We could finish it in the first 30 seconds. Finish it 3 rounds. It doesn't matter. I think once the cage door closes, I'm going to get the best from him. And it's good if we give each other a big preparation. And I'm sure before it, we can be cool. When the cage door closes, we're going to go to war. But afterwards, we're going to be cool again. You know, this is business. This is an industry that we're in. Let's hype it up. Let's have fun. You know, I want it to go in the bank again. I'm sure he wants to do the same thing. He wants to be the best. I want to be the best. I want to prove I'm the best.
All right. Ashraf, your final words.
I mean, Frank, thanks for the a bit of the tips before the fight. I mean, thanks a lot. I mean, yeah,
Thanks,
yeah, but welcome. Yeah, and then the thing is, like, it will be a great fight because, like, if you're given the time to prepare. I've seen his fights. Maybe he saw one of my fight. We're gonna be prepared for each other, and we're just gonna go in, best each other out in whatever we can. Maybe it's gonna be a clinch match. Maybe it's gonna be a stand-up ball. Maybe it's gonna be a wrestling, grappling match. Either way, I mean, I'm prepared for anything.
All right, that's great. So Justin, Chad, if you are listening to this is a possible matchup for you guys to make. I hope to see this happen, and if it does happen, I'm gonna get both of these guys on my show again to hype out the fight.
And if this does happen, I'm sure Ashraf will be happy to be fighting on Rebel 2. I'm sure I'm going to be very happy to fight on Rebel 2. That's where I want to be. We want to be on the big stage. We've won our fights. We both had impressive fights. Give us the opportunity again to show Singapore, show Asia, show the world what we can do. You know, best of luck to Ashraf before his fight. I hope he bashes my face in. You know, best of luck to myself. I hope I bash his face in. You know, I don't want to hurt anyone. I'm sure he doesn't want to hurt anyone either. But you know, if someone's coming after me, I'm coming after them. And I'm sure Ashraf is the same. If I've called him out, I'm sure that's going to motivate him to train harder and to prove me wrong and to make me eat my words. You know, I hope he does make me eat my words. You know, that's what I want. I want to get the best from him.
All right, so I think Suman is so pumped up. I feel
You're a
Ashraf.
beast, man. You're a beast, man. Awesome. Both of you guys, awesome. I respect you both, man. I can't wait to call this. Can't wait.
Yeah, again, I just want to say one more time. This call, I don't like. Ashraf hasn't done anything ill towards me. He was cool before the fight, after the fight. We spoke on Facebook. Everything was fine. And I think I may have sprung it on him, the call out, but it's not anything to be disrespectful. I do it out of respect because I really like him as an opponent, you know, and I'd be honored to be in the ring with him.
All right, man. Ash, so thanks so much for being on the show. I understand you are on national service right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all right. Anything for the fight scene and for the fights, man. Come on.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, so I'll be meeting you this week for my kick my ass session. I believe you're gonna kick my ass first before you're gonna kick Suman's ass.
Probably.
All right, Ash, thanks for being on the show.
You're welcome, man. Thanks,
Okay.
Frank. Thanks, Suman. Thanks, everyone, man. Yeah.
See, Ash.
All right, before we go on to the next segment, I want to talk about WSOF really quickly. Brad, did you watch WSOF?
Oh, I do. This will get quite.
Oops.
I just saw some highlights. I didn't watch the fight.
Oh, yeah, okay. Did you watch Rumble? Anthony
Yeah,
Rumble with
of course I watch Rumble Johnson. Yeah, he's a scary human being. I don't ever want to be in the same building as him.
yeah, because I thought Mike would have something there. Then when Rumble gave one left, if I'm not wrong, it was one left hook. Did not rock Mike, give him another right, and Mike straightway drop on the floor face first. Like, oh my god, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, he hits extremely hard.
Frank, did you watch WSOF?
No, I did not, my friend. No, I did not.
But I believe Suman watched because Suman is a Rumble fan.
Yeah, I'm a massive Rumble fan, you know. Anyone who's got that type of power, he went from fighting at 77 kilos,
Yep.
right, to going up to 93 kilos or 205 pounds, and he's still knocking guys out, you know. He's still icing people, you know. And I think it's probably better for him that he's fighting at that weight now, you know. He is like, I don't think I've ever met someone more scary than Anthony Rumble Johnson, you know. I want to see him back. Like, I don't mind the World Series of Fighting. It's cool, but I don't like staying up very late to watch it on on the net or something. So I'd rather see him back. I think he's found where his place is, and I think he deserves to be back in the UFC.
Yeah, but because right now Rumble is free. It's a free agent. Anyone can buy him. Like ONE FC could approach him right now.
He's on fire.
Yeah, I think UFC gonna call him back. So did you watch Justin Gaethje?
No,
I saw the.
didn't see that.
Ah, man. I said it before. I thought Justin was going to win. Like, not many people would know, like, unless you're a hardcore MMA fan, who Justin is. But Justin, again, just obliterated his opponent and took out that title. It was great to watch. I liked it.
No, I just love the way he throws his uppercuts. He can run at you and throw an uppercut and land and knock you out at the same time. Like, and he's going to fight Nick Newell for the lightweight title. That's confirmed already.
Oh, really?
Yep, it's confirmed. Yep. Okay, so I'm done with the events of the last week. Frank, you still want to be on? After this, I'm going to get Vuyisile Colossa on first, followed by Rob Lisita. Then we will talk about ONE FC discussion. I believe Brett got some words for Sherilyn's rematch as well. Frank, you want to be on or you want to...
Look, boys, I'd love to stay and hang with you, man, but I'm a family man. I've got to keep rolling. It's pretty late here in Melbourne. So once again, man, I love this show. I love being part of it. Please call on me if you think it's worthwhile. And Suman, it's always great talking to you, Brad, as well. And Mohamed, you're doing an awesome job. You're doing a great job, Mohamed. Keep it up. Thank you.
All right, man. Awesome, man. I'll see you next week. We'll talk about Benson Anderson and Josh Thompson.
Oh, absolutely. That's going to be a cracker.
All right. Awesome.
Okay.
Cheers,
Okay.
Frank.
Bye,
See
Frank.
you, boys. Enjoy. Have a great show.
Okay, before I get Vuyisile Colossa on the show, I would like to apologize because I didn't tell the guys tuning in last week that Brett was as sick as a dog. He was having a fever. That's why he was not in. But Brett, right now, are you healthy and fine?
Yeah, I finally, for the first time in 2 weeks, did a little bit of wrestling today. So it was better for everyone in my life that I finally got to go train because I was just full of anger.
Yeah.
So I'm a much calmer person today. But yeah, man, I was down for the count for 2 weeks.
Yeah, so I'm going to come down to your gym tomorrow to get an ass kicking. I wonder, would Sherilyn come?
Yeah, she'll probably be there.
Awesome. So that would be awesome. Okay, I'll get Colossa on right now.
We have a couple of local born and bred just killers there to show you around.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Okay, I'm calling Colossa in right now because what's happening in KL is that they just recently announced Eddie Ng versus Kamal Shalarus, and I feel the winner will fight Colossa for the title. I think Aoki is gonna drop the lightweight title. What do you think, Brett?
Didn't he say he was gonna try to, keep it and keep both?
Yeah, but I don't think that would be good for ONE FC for him to do both because
I don't either. I
Yeah.
think from a marketing standpoint, I would tell the guy, you get one belt,
yeah, that's the thing. It's not pride in the heydays, you know.
Yeah, and I would.
Unless you're Conor McGregor, you can't do it.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Okay, is Vuyisile on? Vuyisile. Yeah, I think he's on, but I don't know whether he can hear me. Vuyisile?
Hello.
Hello. Hello, Vuyisile.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, where are you right now? Are you in Hong Kong?
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Yeah, I just dropped my call. I didn't. I don't think he can.
I think Vusi's at the pub.
Sounds like
That's what I think so. So hold on. Let's see whether he's still there. Yeah, they just dropped my call. Okay, anyways, guys, while waiting for Vuyisile, Eric Kelly can't be on the show. He has some things more important to attend to, and I wish him the best and his family as well.
How dare he?
Yeah, and another thing is Brock Larson is MIA. He messaged me in the morning saying he would be on, and I don't know what's happening now.
should get Shinya Aoki on the show.
If yeah, maybe I can try. I spoke to Heath just now, and he gave me a couple of contacts to get some Evolve guys in.
Oh really? Nice.
Hello.
Ah, yes, we.
Hello.
Hello.
Vusi, can you hear
Can you hear
us?
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Hello.
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 We should say hello more.
Yeah.
Hello, Busi. Hello.
Hello.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello. Hello. My God, do I
Hello.
have to turn my mic on? Hello. Can you hear me, Vivi?
I don't think he can hear us.
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad. Okay, never mind. I just let him on, and we'll see what happens. Or we get one FC new signing.
Yeah.
Vivi, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear
Ah,
you.
that's great. Okay, where are you now? Okay. Okay, Rob is on.
Am I?
Yeah, Rob. Okay, great. You see,
Yeah.
saving grace of my. Because I tried to get VC. Rob, why you?
Nothing, man. Sitting here talking to you, bro.
Okay, okay.
Just sleep.
All right. So I just heard that you're already an still fighter. So
That goes good, man.
how
That
has
goes
been?
good.
Yeah. So how's it? How has been training so far? Like you train with if I'm not wrong, Phuket top team. You train with integrated MMA. Now you are training with Australian top team. Is there a difference in gyms or anything?
Nah, man. They've got a good structure, good team.
Uh huh.
Suman's a great guy. I like the setup of how the training is, goes.
Uh-huh.
But
Yep.
yeah.
Hello.
But
Okay.
man,
Yeah.
oi, listen.
Uh huh.
Yeah, Phuket top team is my team, man. But I'll be over there on the 7th. And while I'm in Australia, Australian top team is my team, you know?
All right. All right, that's great. Rob, as Vuyisile, you hold on a moment. Rob is on the show right now. So, Rob, signing with One FC. Before that, were there any other offers from any other organization?
Yeah, man. From
Uh,
everybody.
any promotions you would like to speak about?
Yeah, whatever, man. UFC said if I held out and waited, they'll probably put me on the tough China finale.
Uh huh.
But that's March the 1st, and man, I ain't gonna wait till 2 weeks before the fight to get a deal. And Bellator offered me something, and the money was actually not even as good as what One FC offered me.
Mm-hmm.
One FC had an offer on the table, and the money was good, and the fights were consistent. You know. I want to get that belt, man. I want to stay in Asia, and I want to keep beating these guys in Asia. You know.
Because
To be honest, man, I want to be able to go to the shopping center with my family and not get jumped on by 20 guys because I'm a UFC fighter, man. I just want to earn my money and, you know,
all
back
right.
some guys and go home and relax, you know.
All right, that part I understand. Another thing that I heard when the One FC signing was announced is that you posted on Facebook soccer kicks. Is that what you are aiming for your next fight?
Of course, man. No, man, that's the rules, man. Like, see, I heard Suman, he don't want to hurt nobody. Man, I want to hurt people, bro. I want to knee him in the head. I want to kick him in the head.
Uh-huh.
I want to elbow him. You know, I want to take advantage of the rules that's there, man. He's trying to do the same thing to me. Man, if I can kick his head out of the cage, bro, I will.
All right. So who's the first guy who you want to hurt in One FC?
What do you think, man? I want that belt, man. Koji Oishi. But
So
you know,
all right. So
there's a lot of guys in the division. Man, I'm happy to beat every single one of them. You know, that way I keep active and keep making money.
all right, that's great. But how soon can we see you? Are we going to expect to see you in KL March, or are we going to see you in Singapore May?
Nah, man. Well, what you heard about May Singapore? Well, nah, man. I'm fighting in Manila.
Uh huh.
Should be in April.
Uh huh.
And yeah, man. I guess it might be like I'm hoping it'll be with like one of the top guys and one of the top Filipino guys, I suppose. But you know, that's why I was hoping Eric was on the show and see what's up with him. I like the guy, man. But you know, we gotta fight. We gotta fight. You know, like I don't fight for him. I fight for my family, bro. And if Eric wants to do it, man, like I think it'll be an exciting fight. But Banario, whoever, man, you know, I'm not phased, bro. Like.
Yeah, because
And they're
because
top
the reason I wanted Eric to be on the show is because apparently you are the number one featherweight in Australia, and Eric is considered the number one
Apparently.
featherweight in Southeast Asia. So
Apparently.
yeah, it would be a great fight.
What do you mean apparently, bro?
What do I mean? Apparently, okay, Robert Lisita is absolutely the number one featherweight in Australia.
Thank you, man. Thank
And
Man,
yeah, because the thing with
I've done the
Eric is
work,
that
bro.
yeah, because the thing with Eric is that there's Banario and there's a few Australia. I feel you are the number one. There's no one close to you right now.
Right.
And that should be the most honest statement I could ever give.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll see you in Manila. And Rob, before you leave the show, anything you want to say? Tell the One FC fans.
Oh, man. Nothing. Just wait till you see me. I'm coming for that belt. I'm coming for that belt, and I'm coming for whoever they put in front of me. I'm looking to hurt them. I'm looking to take them out. Same way I always do. You know?
All right,
I
okay.
bring violence.
All right, one last thing. I just want everyone to know most awesome. Or are we still
All right, man. Here we go.
okay?
Tell me this, bro.
Okay.
If my opponent
Uh huh.
is considered to you the most awesome fighter,
Uh huh.
all right, and he was number 3 in the world a couple years ago, and in his 10-year career he never been finished, and I finished him, man.
Yep,
So
you did.
that makes me pretty awesome, I think. If you want to talk about awesome fighters, man. You know, I was the main event. I finished my opponent. Man, I done all that promotional bullshit that they needed. Lion Takeshi did nothing, man. He did fuck all, bro. Now, I went out there. I did what I was supposed to do. I pushed the fight. You think I can't dance, man? I can dance around, bro. I can wave my arms in the air. You know what I mean? And, you know, lift my knees. But, man, I'm coming to fight, bro. I get paid to fight. I don't get paid to dance. It's not Dancing with the Stars, bro. I'm looking to fucking knock him out, bro. And just because he threw a couple of jabs and a couple of leg kicks, man, he's awesome. You know?
Uh huh.
At the end of the day, man, I'm always the outsider, you know? like it was the Lion City. The promotion was called Into the Lion's Den.
Uh-huh.
I'm fighting Lion Takeshi, and I'm the fucking lion. I'm a fucking pit bull. I took him out, and there you go, bro. Makes me pretty awesome when you want to talk about awesome fighters, you know. But it's up to you. You know, you think he was awesome? Good luck to you, man. Just know this. Just know this. I don't know. We'll see if Lion ever fights again, man. I have a habit of making dudes that I fight
Uh-huh.
never fight again, or if they do, they're never the same. So that's got to say something about me and the way I fight, bro. You know.
All right, man, Rob. I think it's pretty late right now in Australia. Thanks for coming on the show, and I would love to have you on the show again once you the date for Manila is near.
No worries, man.
All
No
right.
worries. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Where's Suman?
Suman is on.
Yeah.
Sam,
Where is?
coming tomorrow night.
Yeah, bro. For sure.
I'll see you there, bro.
Wednesday too. Yeah, bro.
Need anything, let me know.
Suman. Hey, Suman is
Yeah.
going to be the best featherweight in Australia in a short time, man.
Thank you.
All right, Rob.
Yeah.
All right, Rob.
After.
I have to get to Vuyisile right now. We'll talk again soon, right?
Huh?
We'll talk again soon.
All right, man. Take
All right,
it easy,
thanks.
bro.
Okay. Okay, Vuyisile, are you on? I'm so sorry to have you waiting.
Hey, Mohamed, I'm over here, man.
Okay, where are you right now?
I'm at the gym right now. I just finished having my first run of the year. So,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah, because Brett was telling me that you are at the pub.
Say again?
Brett was telling me that you are at a pub.
Bread, oh, man.
What's up, brother?
I've done my pubs. At the moment, I'm just, I'm trying to get back into into shape, you know? It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while.
Last time I saw you, man, you had largened up significantly, man. I don't know what kind of regime you're on, but you lifting some iron or something. You were huge.
Yeah, man. Well, what's the question? I couldn't catch it properly. What do you say?
Okay, so
I said you've gotten big. Like last time I saw you,
yeah.
you put on a lot of muscle.
Yeah. Put on a lot of weight, not muscle, man.
Nice, bro.
I had too much fun, you know. So even now this December, I had a lot of fun because after my last fight, I went back home for a month. So I was just excited to be home, you know. So yeah, you know how the Christmas goes and the New Year's and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know. So at the moment, if you thought I was big then, man, you must see me now. Good Lord. Yeah, how have you been, man?
okay, Vuyisile, you just came out with a war with Fodor. Honestly speaking, I thought that Fodor is going to pin you to the cage for 3 rounds, but you went in with a perfect game plan. You are considered like the best 155 striker in 1FC right now, and then the next lightweight fight will be Eddie Ng versus Kamal Shalarus. What are your thoughts on the fight?
Well, thoughts about my that fight. I think it's about time that Eddie is facing tough opponents. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he's been coming okay. You know what I mean? He's a star coming up from Evolve MMA. You know what I mean? So I won't say anything bad. You know, but it will be a great challenge for him. You know what I mean? So which is good. You know, Kamal to be his first time fighting in 1FC. So well, it should be a good experience for him too.
Yeah, so because I believe the winner of this fight will fight you for the 1FC lightweight title. Who do you believe is a better opponent for you?
Well, I don't know, cause how come they all fight one of them? Cause my last fight, I thought Shinaoki is still a champion. Did he vacate the title or not?
I I don't think that Aoki is gonna go on with lightweight in
Yeah.
1FC. This is what
Well.
I'm thinking. But
Yeah.
anything can happen.
Well, anything can happen. You know, I can't just call it, put my assumptions on the wrong guy or anything. You know what I mean? For me at the moment, Shinaoki is still a champion. I respect what he does for the sport. You know, I can't make him vacate a title without him saying so officially. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I guess if I were to fight for the next fight, I would love to fight Shinaoki. because he's a champion. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Well, any of the guys they gotta go in there and prove to they gotta go in the cage and then prove that they want to be the next one FC champion. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, man, I understand, man. I hope to see you back in the cage. Vuyisile, thank you for waiting. Thank you for your time being on the show, and we would love to have you on again.
Okay, man. No problem, man.
All right.
Cheers.
Thank you very
Bye.
much.
Bye.
All right, Brad. So the next one FC fight I want to talk about is your girl Sherilyn rematch again and Osman again. There was a lot of controversy back then when they were fighting in Singapore. A lot of people were thinking that N Osman could have won if the referee did not ask them to stand up in the third round. What are your thoughts on the fight?
Yeah, but he did.
Yeah.
Look, it was cornering that fight was interesting, and I literally walked up to the cage waiting for the decision, thinking this could be a split either way or could be a draw, and honestly, either one I'm happy with. I thought Anne, she's just bigger and stronger and much more dominant, but just really did no damage. One or two sneaky forearms, but every time she was on bottom, she ate some leather and some elbows. So it's subjective, but I think what I've mostly said is under like UFC kind of unified rules, that would have probably gone to Osman. But the rule set I favor anyway went the other way, which I was obviously quite happy with.
So what's the game plan this time going on for the next fight?
Oh, why don't I just lay it all out for you here on the internet? Yeah, obviously you learn from an opponent every time you go up against them, and we had no data going into it. Now we do, so we'll adjust accordingly.
So basically, are we expecting another 3-round war, or is Sherilyn gonna have some tricks up his sleeves for the next fight in KL?
Look, don't sleep on the takedowns and the grappling, but that's no secret. Everyone knows that. But you just you don't see a lot of submissions in WMMA, so who knows? Who knows?
All right, I can't wait to go down tomorrow and see what's happening up at Fight G.
Cool, man.
Okay, we'll cut off one FC right now. I want to get Mahmoud Rahman, Vice President, the President of PAC MMA, and yeah.
Gentlemen, I actually have the same issue as Frank. I got daddy duty to attend to.
Oh, all right, Brett.
Listen, thanks very much, gentlemen. Thanks for the call.
All right, I'll see you next week, man.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Okay.
All right, thanks, guys.
Okay, bye.
Hey, mate.
All right, as I try to get Mahmoud Rahman in, PAC MMA Fighting Alliance 2 is now the biggest MMA event in Pakistan. The management is made up of MMA fighters and fans. They are going to make a Pakistani versus Afghanistan MMA event. Mahmoud, are you on?
Yes, I am.
All right, tell me about your show, man.
We started off simply because we didn't have enough quality MMA events in Pakistan happening. And the basic premise was that PAC MMA Fighting Alliance is by fighters and for fighters.
Okay.
So everyone in our management, from me to every absolute helper and security person, is or has been at some point an MMA fighter in Pakistan.
Okay. So basically the main event is Waka Umar versus Nang Yalai. What's going on? What I heard is that in the first event, the Afghanis were smashing all the Pakistanis in the first event. So right now it's like redemption.
Yes, it is. That's exactly what happened. The Afghanis were certainly better than the fighters we matched them up against. Although we didn't match them up against the best Pakistan has to offer. But however, they had 6 fights and they won all 6 of their fights. So that's sort of ticked off many of our better fighters back home in Pakistan. So now these guys want revenge, and they want the best of Pakistan against the best of Afghanistan.
Right, that's great, man. It's great to hear that MMA is spreading around in Asia, and what you guys are doing for Pakistan, I totally respect and appreciate it. Is there any way that people outside of Pakistan can watch the show?
Yes, of course they can. We'll be streaming it live, and after the event, we will be putting up all of these fights edited on our Facebook page, on our YouTube channels, on our Vimeo channels. And another thing is that why we put up everything online anyway, it's not pay-per-view, it's free, just like the event itself. We want this to be something that anyone can just walk into and have a good time for a couple of hours and walk out.
So basically, the event is free.
It is.
Then anyone in Pakistan, come down. It's 2nd February, isn't it?
Yes, it's 2nd February, and anyone can come in. Just walk in. We'll make you feel at home, and we have a very lively MMA community in Lahore, which is where Pak MMA is based. And one FC fighter, Bashir Ahmed, is also based out of Lahore.
So he will be there in attendance.
He will not. He's in the US training for his next fight, whenever that may be, in the ONE FC. But meanwhile, we have his online blessings and his guidance to help us out whenever we need him.
All right, that's great. And since you are a star in Pakistan, I feel that it's not a hard task for you to bring people in to watch the show.
I hope not. I certainly hope not. Pakistan is a country where MMA is still on its, it's still growing. It's still in its infancy. And there's a lot of curiosity as to what MMA is amongst the uninitiated, so to speak.
Yeah, but it's a good thing. You got to start somewhere, man. And
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
good start you all are doing down there in Pakistan. So thanks, Mahmoud, for being on the show. And I hope your
You're
event will be a successful event.
Thank you very much. See you soon.
All right,
Bye-bye.
thank you. All right, so I feel we ended all the segments, and now we are left with our Australian top team segment. I'll let Suman handle the rest of the show while I'll get ready for my Britney Spears "Hit Me Baby One More Time" to end the show.
You gotta get that voice ready, don't you?
Yeah, so Suman, come on, let's go. What? Okay, basically before we start, the reason why Suman get this Australian top team segment is because we actually made a wager on Lawrence Lakin versus Brett Tavares, and I picked Lawrence, and Lawrence disappointed me. So I have to sing Britney Spears. If not, you guys would have listened to Suman singing Backstreet Boys, right? Anyways, let's go with the Australian top team segment.
So well, we have a lot of fights coming up. Australia is just jam-packed at the moment with booking fights from Sydney to Queensland to Melbourne. We have so many fights coming up. This January 24th, we have a fight night called UCW, Ultimate Cage Warriors 2. It's at the Croatian Club in Punch Bowl. We have our own professional fighter, Sam K9K, who's in the main event. He's fighting another battler. He's fighting Jeff King, and they're going to be going to war in the main event there. Sam K obviously is known for his victory over Chris Lockdeff and his hard-hitting skills. You know, I think you're going to see the best of him this Friday night. We're going to have him. We're going to have our kickboxing coach as well, who fought in the K1 Kings of Combat. Joep Birpart is fighting MMA now. He's from Holland. You know, he teaches our kickboxing classes at Australian top team, but he's jumping into the MMA cage and going to show off his kickboxing skills in there and his wrestling skills even. You know, he had one MMA fight, and the guy that he versed was a world medalist in freestyle wrestling. He'd gone through European games, gone through world games, and he had trouble taking Joep down. So he's great. We've got two of our other younger guys, Mohamed and Saeed from Iran. They're fighting and amateur fights. Mohamed and Saeed are training hard, and they always have been. They're going into a fight with a few more experienced opponents. But that's for UCW too. The next week after that, we have Randall Ray fighting for the light heavyweight belt against Jack Johns at Rochambeau in Queensland. That's a big show, great show. On the same show, we have my brother fighting Ashkan Mokhtarian. He's 1-0 as a professional fighter. He fights at bantamweight. He's probably one of the bigger bantamweights that you'd ever see. But he's a big bantamweight, and you know, he's getting ready to show the world his skills. He wants to really make a big impact, a big impression on that stage. The week after that, we have a group of our amateurs going to UCU2, Ultimate Combat Unleashed in Emerald, Queensland. It's a big show. It's a great show, great atmosphere. it's got a country feel, but it's a packed out stadium, and it's real cool. They really take care of the fighters. 21st, we have Proceed with Caution at Hurstville. J&I Productions. We have a big group of our kickboxers and a group of our MMA fighters fighting, which my brother again will be fighting in. I'm not too sure on his opponent yet, but he'll be fighting anyone that's put in front of him. The night after that, we have another show, New Generation, which is in Leonay, in Penrith, in Sydney. Again, we have a big group of our amateurs, pros, kickboxers, boxers, MMA fighters on that show. 15th of March, this is actually a big one. We have Brace, which is connected with ONE FC. We have a group of our guys fighting. Brace is now connected with ONE FC, and they're doing a tournament-style fight in every weight class. In the bantamweight class, we've got Darwin Sagarit. He's fighting against Giancarlo Embradora as a bantamweight clash. And then we've got William Nomoa as well, fighting against John Mitchell. That will be in the middleweight class. So that's on the 15th of March. And then they're doing the next round of it on May. I'm not too sure on the date. But we've got Sam K fighting in that tournament as well. And we've got also Ali Kuchak fighting in the welterweight division. On the 8th of March, though, I'll rewind a bit, we have Sam K9K again fighting. He's fighting against Api Hamara, who's known for his armbar victory over UFC fighter James Tahuna. Sam K is fighting him for the light heavyweight belt in Nitro. Nitro is one of the biggest shows. Really nice show. Scott Ferris, the promoter, really looks after us, really takes care of us. He's a good guy, and always, takes care of our guys. There's so many fights going on. Fight that got announced yesterday, April 5th, is going to be Gladiators, I think 4, Gladiator 4. It is in St. Mary's in St. Mary's, Sydney. The show's promoter, Tama Tahuna. He's the older brother of James Tahuna, UFC fighter. He's putting on a show, always puts on an excellent show, full of great fights, big boys that like to clash. And, he really looks after the fighters. He really wants the good fights to be on, doesn't mismatch anything or anything. He puts good, hard fights on. And, I would love for anyone in the world to come around and see these fights, because no one realizes the fights that go into Nitro, that go into Brace, that go into Rochambeau, UC, all these shows, Gladiators. We have some talent here that is just unseen, whether it's at Australian Top Team or it's at other gyms. There's a lot of talent in Australia. In my own gym, like, I look around, I've got Sam K, I've got Randall, I've got my own brother who I look up to so much. My brother and me are co-owners in the gym, and everyone here really puts an effort in. We've got a big list of fighters. We've got Amy Adam as well, who leads the way for all female fighters in our gym, people that want to fight. These people lead by example. I really look up to these people. My brother, Randall, Sam, Amy. These people pave the way for Australian MMA, and I'm so blessed and happy that I've got these people in my own gym, my brother's gym, and they really put an effort in. We've got people coming in and people coming from other gyms, and we're all here for the same thing. We all want to be the best, but we can't do it on our own. We're coming here to help each other, and that's what Australian Top Team is about. Some people might like us, some people might not like us, but at the end of the day, we're here for the same reason. We're not here for any ill intentions or anything like that. We're just here because we want to be the best, and we're out to prove it. So whether it's in Queensland, in Melbourne, in Sydney, in Singapore, in Thailand, wherever we are, we want to make the best. And I can guarantee you, whether you've seen any Australian Top Team fighters fight, we always bring the fight. We've got kids that are 16 years old, 15 years old, who are beating up the 20-year-olds, beating up the 30-year-olds. We've got a kid in our gym, James Jumanji Najim, who Mohamed, I'm sure you've seen. He had his first MMA fight at the age of 16. He just turned 17, but he had his first MMA fight at the age of 16, and he TKO'd another opponent from an omoplata position. These kids are so skilled now, and the other kids that are coming up, it's not really even about us anymore. I feel like even my time, at the age of 21, I feel like my time is passing, because I'm looking at young kids in the gym, and I'm seeing all the effort and how much they want it and all the effort that they put into it, you know, and it really makes me think, wow, like what are these guys going to become by the time they're my age, you know? So if I can be a positive influence, if my brother can be a positive influence, if Sam K, Rob Lisita can be a positive influence in the gym, you know, it's great to see the smile on these kids' faces once they get their hand raised, you know, all their hard work paying off, their parents, you know, congratulating them. And, you know, not everyone comes from an easy life. Some kids, you know, they don't grow up wealthy, and they don't grow up with like a silver spoon in their hand. This is all they have, you know. They just want to fight, you know. They grew up fighting on the streets. Now they're doing something productive in the gym, you know. I think we need to put more time into the kids. And that's what we're about, you know. You walk into our gym, you'll see professional fighters and amateur fighters, or even people that are doing this as a hobby. We're all in one class, you know. There's no separating them. A professional fighter, the only difference is they get paid, you know. They might train a bit more, but it doesn't mean a professional can't help a person doing it as a hobby. And that's what we have in the gym, you know. Anyone can have their opinion on someone, but like we've got our big guys helping our small guys. When Rob Lisita comes into the gym, he's probably the first person, you know. People might look at him and think he looks scary and all this, but Rob's the first person to come up and shake someone's hand. And, you know, he sees someone do something right, sees someone do something wrong, he'll either compliment them or he'll help them, you know. His cage fighting is something that he does to express himself and to help his family, you know. That's one thing. But when you see him train, you know, Rob is 100% dedicated to his training, and he's always helping everyone out. And, you know, and that's what I love in my gym, you know. It's a Phuket Top Team saying, you know, because we have an affiliation with Phuket Top Team. No egos, only dedication. Boyd Clark came up with that saying. You know, other gyms might try and steal it and say this, but Boyd Clark and Phuket Top Team came up with that saying, and we like to employ it at our gym too. You know, no egos, only dedication. I don't care if you're the best or the worst. We're all here to help each other, you know. So I just want to say, you know, anyone from beginners to advanced, from guys that are coming from Singapore, from America or anything, my gym door is always open. You know, you're going to come down to an environment where everyone's here to help each other, and we all want to improve it as a team, you know. So come down to Australian Top Team. We're in Wentworthville in Sydney near Parramatta, right across the road from the train station. Come down, see our pros, see our amateurs, see everyone that does this. We have a real family feel, and we love it. You know, we welcome everyone with open arms. And I guarantee you, we've only been open for, I think, about 20. Oh no, we've been open for nearly 2 years now. In May, it'll be 2 years that our gym will be open. And I think that this year, 2014, is our year. I think we're going for every belt. You know, Randall Ray's going for every belt. We've got Sam K going for every belt. I'm sure you're going to see my brother on that stage. You're going to see the best from Rob Lisita, from Phuket Top Team, from Australian Top Team together. Amy Adams is going to come back in a big way. You know, we've got so many good pros here, you know, that you might not have heard of. But you're going to hear about them. When you hear the ATT name, you're going to know about us. All right, so that's what we're after. We're after all the big names, and we're after being on that world stage. You know, we want everyone to know us.
Maybe I'll fly Australian Top Team one day. I know Rob is pretty glad to kick my ass from the way.
You see, Rob's not that type of guy. You know, Rob's a really cool guy. You know, it's just good with Rob. He's good with you. You know. You know what? Even when I read the whole awesome fighter thing, you know, I'm like, Rob won the fight. How can someone else get called awesome? You know, it might have been Lion Takeshi's haircut or something that won you over. But now Rob's an awesome guy. You know, I really look up to him as a fighter. He said earlier on the show that he said, you know, I really listen to a lot of what Rob says. Rob always messages me and always gives me encouraging words, and it helps me keep going. You know, it motivates me. Rob said to me, Rob said on the show earlier that one day I'll be #1 featherweight in Australia, and you know what? I'm happy where I'm at. I want to fight. I want to turn professional, and I want to be the best that I can be. I know that's Rob's place. I'm not going to take that away from him. And you know what? I sparred with the guy. I know I'm not going to take it away from him. You know, there's a big difference. But I really look up to him. I really learn a lot from him. And I love having him. He's a good role model to have in our gym. You know, he brings it out. I might say one thing. My brother will say one thing about fighting. Rob has his own style, and that's who he is. And you're not going to get any bullshit from him. You know, he is who he is. And I really love having him in the gym, and I learned so much from him. You know, he said that one day I'll be number one in Australia, and one day I hope to be. But for now, you know, I'm happy with Rob being there. I'm not trying to take it away from him, and I wouldn't ever want to. You know, like, we're in two completely different places, and I think by the time I grow up in 5 years' time, who knows what Rob could be doing? Who knows what I could be doing? So I'm far off that. You know, I've got a 10-year plan to myself. I want to be fighting for the next 10 years. And I think Rob deserves to be put in with the big names, Shinya Aoki, Koji Oshii, and everyone. And he needs to be there with the big names, and he deserves that as a fighter. He's been called number one in Australia. He is number one in Australia, because I don't think any other featherweight will want to fight him. And he deserves to get that recognition, and he deserves now to get fight for that title. ONE FC might not want to give him the title that soon, but I think if he goes in it, he's going to grab it with both hands, and he's going to knock his opponent out. He's going to knock his opponent's chin from one side of the cage to the other, no matter who he versus. Like I said, you don't understand what Rob's fighting style is like until you've sparred him, and when you've sparred him until you fought him. I've sparred him before, and I tell you, you have no choice. You go into Rob's fight and Rob beats you up every time. You know, there's a reason he's won his last few fights, and he's won them impressively. The way he knocked out Rodolfo Marquez, you know, you can't go past that. And on the ONE FC stage, I guarantee you, Rob Lisita will be the ONE FC champ. And you heard that here first. Probably heard it from here, but Rob Lisita will be the ONE FC featherweight champ, and he's going to knock out every opponent he comes across. He's going to knock him out, submit him, whatever it is. You know, he's a well-rounded opponent with wrestling, submissions, and striking. So watch out for Rob Lisita. Anyone who doubts him, I'm sure he's going to prove you wrong. But, you know, Rob's not doing it for you guys. He's doing it for himself. He's doing it for his family. And he's going to do it in a big way, you know. Just buy your ticket, watch it on pay-per-view, watch it on the net, and you'll see Rob will do it. Rob will be the ONE FC champ.
Yeah, man. He got a great personality. He got a great fighting style. He's very exciting, and yes, I would love to watch him fight again in ONE FC. So, anything else you would like to say before we end with my Britney Spears performance?
Nothing else I want to say. I'm just gonna say good luck to you. This whole week, I told you Brad Tavares was gonna win. So confident in it. I knew he was gonna win. And you know, I'm really happy that after my I think when it was the Safedine and Lim fight night, I think I got 4 out of 10 picks or something.
Yep.
Happy I just got this one pick, because I'm telling you, not want to lose any viewers by hearing me sing. No one wants to hear that, but I'm sure everyone would love to hear you sing.
Okay. Before I end the show with the Britney Spears songs, I would like to say that tomorrow I will release the video of me getting my ass kicked in Impact MMA gym by Gary Tang, who I believe, yeah.
One thing.
Yeah.
Gary Tang is a great fighter, a great martial artist. I'm just gonna throw it out there, you know. Yeah, I think he's 3-0 now.
Yes, he's 3-0.
3-0, right?
Yep.
He's great. His ground game seemed awesome. You know, I really liked his back tattoo, all that stuff. You know, he looked like a fighter, great flyweight. And, you know, if you guys want to see a real fight, I have a 17-year-old who would love to fight Gary Tang. You know, James Jumanji in the gym, you know, I told him about the fight and, like, maybe about the fight, and I showed him a video, and he could not sit down, you know. He was so excited to you know, for me to even say his name to fight him. He's 1-0, but I'm telling you right now, if you get this kid, he can fight on any world stage at the age that he's at, whether it's striking, his jiu-jitsu is unbelievable, right? His jiu-jitsu, his striking, his wrestling, everything. I guarantee you, ATT fighter James Jumanji in the gym will take it to Gary Tang. It would be a great fight to watch. James will take it to him. I would love to see this fight. You want to see the best flyweights, whether it's Rebel, whether it's one other show. James is ready. James would love to fight him. Mohamed, I know you've seen him fight as a 16-year-old.
Uh-huh.
He's come a long way since then. This kid's aggressive. This kid's strong, and he deserves to be up there. He's only had one fight, but this kid's a top prospect. Don't be surprised if you see this kid in the UFC one day. I'm telling you, I've never seen someone learn as quick as him and be as enthusiastic. I think a fight with Gary Tang and James Jumanji in the gym would be a perfect fight. I think it would be great, and I'd love to see it. If a promotion wants to put it down, wants to make this fight happen, if people don't want to fight Gary, Australia wants Gary Tang, and James wants Gary Tang. So let's make this fight happen.
Yeah.
Impact versus
Australian top team. Yeah. All right. All right. I can tell that to Kwang, and I can tell that to Gary. It's not a problem. The only problem is that everyone wants to fight Gary Tang now. It's not only James Jumanji. There's a lot of people calling him out. Everyone wants to fight him right now. So he's
Australia wants to fight him. We've seen Singapore versus Singapore. Let's bring Australia over. They need someone new. They want to have an international stage. They need an international fighter. This kid's from Australia. Let's bring him over. Whether you want to bring Gary Tang to Australia or we're going to take James to Singapore, to KL, wherever it is, let's make this fight happen.
All right, dude. When the YouTube gets out, I will tag his name. I will tag his manager name. I will tag Justin. I will tag Chad. Future matchups for Rebel FC.
I'm telling you right now, this kid's the real deal.
All right, guys. I think that's us for us. That's it for us tonight. I would like to thank everyone who came on the show: Brad, Suman, Frank, Ashraf, Vuyisile, Rob Lisita, of course. Thank you so much for having your time. And Mahmoud Rahman. Basically, I think that's all for me. I'm just going to on my YouTube. Suman, you still wanna be on and listen to me?
I would love to.
All right. I already set my YouTube up. Okay.
It sounds like victory. Victory, guys.
The key of C minor, time 3:25. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
All right. Oh fuck! I can't believe I'm doing this. Oh baby, baby, how was I supposed to know that something wasn't right here? Oh baby, baby, I shouldn't have let you go. And now you're out of sight, yeah. How you want it to be? Tell me, because I need to know now. My loneliness is killing me. I must confess, I still believe. When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. Alright, that's it. Alright, thank you very much, guys. That's it for us tonight.
Told you all. Everyone from Singapore knows karaoke.